Okay, so we're looking at our nice finished design. I don't know, I'm just making up some generic fake project here, whatever. And I've got everything labeled. Probably should get my name down there. Let's see. Donaldson, week 1, assignment 1, underscored, demo. And then that means we're ready to go. Most people, when they want to export this into, or when they want to save it as a JPEG, they come up here and they either do save as, they see that that's not an option, and then they go to save for web devices. This is the advice I hear a lot of times. And you got an option to go JPEG here, and you save, and then you sort of put your face in your hands and start to cry when I ask you to revise your Illustrator file. Because what happens is it saves over your Illustrator file. So what I want to do is figure out a way to make this image into a JPEG without losing my Illustrator file. So first thing I'm going to do, and this looks kind of insane right there, but I'm going to take a rectangle that is the size of the page that I'm working on, and I like to do this just out of habit. There's other ways of doing it, but I do this, and you can see that goes all the way around the edges. And then what I'm going to do is come up to File, Export. Not save, save as template, save as web device, none of those. We want export. Gives us this very sort of meh looking window here, but we drag it down and we can find JPEG. Export. I already did this a second ago and had to restart, but I'm actually going to just assume that that didn't happen. And what happens here is it pulls up this screen. Most of the defaults are just fine. Okay, so I've now done that. At this point, let's say I'm done with my Illustrator file. I try to close it. It gives me a warning that says you didn't save it. You want to save it, and then we say yes. This way, we've got an exported JPEG, and we've got the Illustrator file that are the same exact thing, and we don't save over one or the other, which is really nice because we look here and we now have both of them. I'm going to take that JPEG and open it up in Photoshop. Now, you'll notice that by putting that white rectangle behind the image, it gave me that white rectangle around my shapes. Had I just exported the shapes, it would have seen this and like this down to the signature there. It would have seen that as my image. But by putting that rectangle there and then pushing it to the back, it gives us the whole design. And this looks good. Like, this is clean. It's a JPEG. It's properly named, properly labeled. And if we go up to image size under image size, you can see that it's, well, very conveniently 8.5 by 11 at 72 dpi. That doesn't always happen, but that's a good sign. A lot of times what will happen is people will work in Illustrator files that are gigantic. Like, I just had somebody submit one that was, I want to say that it was actually 10 feet by, no, it was 12 feet by 10 feet at 72 dpi. Let's actually see what that looks like. 12 feet is 144 inches times 10 feet is 120. So we're looking at a 284 megabyte file. That's way too big. So, come up to image size, look, 8 by, yeah, that looks fine. And then from there, you can submit this image right here. When I inevitably say you need to work on some stuff in there, you can then open up your Illustrator file again, bring it back into Illustrator, hit OK, and you're back to doing your revisions. You can do, change things around, and then do what you got to do to finish the image. This makes it so much easier and avoids so many of the pitfalls of saving over your Illustrator files that I see people running into all the time. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you need any other, or if you have any other questions or need anything else on that. All right. Yeah, let's get to it.